Good morning, everybody. Sue Merrick here. How are you? Good morning. Alrighty. I'm hoping you're having a good day. Yes, sir, Rebub. Alright, I found myself. Let's see if I can get to my live. Hello, hello. Just doing a few things here. See if I can spread the love. Alright. I found me. And I see I can't spread the love here. Alrighty, let's see. If anybody's on, please put your name in so I can say good morning, sunshine. Oh, and I forgot to put the lights on. Alright, it's kind of dark here. I don't see anybody on yet. So let me put my lights on. Thought I had everything together this morning, but no, I didn't. Okay, let's see. Get them set up. Get them together. Anybody out there? Okay. Well, let's see. Can anybody see me okay? Move this up. Well, hi there. Hi there, Cecile. How are you? Good morning. I was wondering if I was going to have to do this myself. Just moving over some fluids. I see a lag time is happening. I should be in the camera in there right by now. Let's see. Okay. Just making sure I'm in there. Well, good morning. How are you today? There. I'm going to go where there's no lag time. And thank you for wishing me a good morning. Thank you. Wait a couple seconds, but I'm not going to... Oh, look at that. I had glue stuck there. Hey, Iman. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for hopping on and let me know you're here. We have terrible, well, not terrible. Hey, good morning, Gloria. Great. I'm glad you're here, honey. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I guess I'll start and then I can always pick up. I am going to do a swag. I made a swag. Let me see if you can see this. Camera's a little bit high. Alright, so out of a 5-gallon paint brush. Paint, not a brush. Just paint stirrer. And I put them on next to each other. I should have staggered them. But I have 12 ties on here, and I put them on with a stapler. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Tracy, good morning. Alrighty, we're getting there. So I made this, and I want to put it on the wall this way. So what I'm going to do, being I didn't stagger, this is the first time I've done this. I'm going to like put them next to each other and hanging down. And I'm going to do the woodland ruffle. And I cut my mesh, all 12 of them, 32 inches long. I also have, I didn't cut it because this was kind of expensive when I bought it. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Esther. How are you? I can't spread the wealth. If you guys could spread it, I would appreciate it so much. Let's see, where do I have the camera here? All right, there. I do have it on there. All right. This is, it's only 5 inches wide, but I didn't want to cut it because it's really pretty. And I was going to put it in every tie, and you know, it hangs down. And I was going to ruffle it like that and put it in the tie. And wasn't sure about it. Hey, Lillian, good morning. Hey, Lori, good morning. If you guys could spread the wealth, I'd appreciate it. I can't do that. For some reason, when you go live, you can't spread the wealth. And we're going to use this farmhouse sign I got at Craft Outlet a while ago, but I love it and want to stay in the colors, and so we're going to put it lengthwise on here and have 2 bows on either side. So we'll see how it looks. First time I've done this. I do have a couple picks. We may put it in, we may not. Here's a couple picks that I have, a white one and a kind of reddish. It's got red in there, and I don't have any red in the stuff, so we may not use that. And I have, well, let me just show you the ribbons I have. I'll show you the ribbons. I have a tan and white. I have a black and white. I have this middle one is, I see the lights are flashing on it. So I have a tan and white striped cabana, which is really nice. I have a farmhouse style, yeah, I'm having a block. Yeah, I'm having a block, and I'm thinking what kind of style it is. But that's the style. Thank you very much, Tracy, for sprinkling. Oh, thank you, Carrie. And I have this 1.5 inch I got. I love this, the cow print. I just love cows. My grandfather was a dairy farmer, literally, in Pennsylvania, and I loved going to when they had to milk the cows and when the calves were being born, and that's why I've always loved the country. But I'm going to be selling and moving to more humanity. Thank you, Kathy. And I also have this we're going to put in a bow. I think I want to make 2 bows on either side. And I have a white with a little bit of black. I'm really staying tonal. I'm not adding a pop of anything to this wreath. So what I'm going to do, hey Nancy, good morning, darling, and Teresa, good morning. What we're doing is making a farmhouse wreath on a swag, and I'm staying very tonal. I just wanted it to be nice and calm, no other colors. And I'm doing this swag that I made out of a 5-gallon paint stirrer. So we'll see how it goes. You getting ready for work, Rachel? Oh, God bless you. I applied to be a census person, and they got my application, so we'll see. I also applied for being a supervisor part-time there because that's what I did for years. And I'm feeling that my brain is working. I'm going to have to move this over. Or move that over. That would be better. I don't have my glue pot. Move that down. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. And I can always zoom it down so you have, you can see close up. I do have the little camera for close up work. So we're going to do the woodland ruffle, but a little bit different. So I'm going to open my ties. I want everything facing down, and I should have alternated my ties, but being it's my first one, you know, heck, we'll put it next to each other, that's all. There's a total of 12 ties, 5 here, 1 at each side, and I want the wreath sign to go right in the middle, and then 2 bows, not bodacious, kind of nice, This is going to be a very subtle farmhousey, I'm hoping, wreath. I don't have any like cows and pigs and stuff like that. Hi, okay. Okay, Pristine, thank you for hopping on. I understand mornings are kind of tough. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Dawn, good morning. And I do have this other mesh with the frays on them, and I didn't cut it. I've had it for quite a while, and I want to be judicious if I use it, maybe just in the bows, behind the bows. So we'll see how it goes. Let me take a sip of water. Oh, that tastes good. And I cut the mesh. Oh, sugar. Stop that. Stop that. This is the mesh I have. I didn't show you the mesh. I got that. Oh, God. I love this mesh. It's really the only mesh that's not premium that I got at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to need to get more, but I'm very judicious with this. So what I want to do, normally the good side is this way. Well, we're going to do the cruffle, woodland ruffle. Hey, Peggy, how are you, darling? I've been praying for you and your mom and family. Where are my rocks? Oh, here's my rocks. Okay, I have to put something down here to hold it. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, a dentist appointment, good luck. So you make a roll here, and I'm going to show the roll side, not the unroll side. I'll explain it. So I got one roll here, and you go 1, 2, you could do 4, you could do as much as you want. I'm probably going to do just 3. I put this is one of my favorite methods to do. And I'm going to do it 3 times, and then we'll ruffle. And you could also fold the end. What I mean by that is, let's see if you can see in the little one. Okay, Sue, move over here so you can see in the little one. Well, you know what? I could always change the camera down. That would be good. So I have room so I can show you the technique. There we go. Hey, Angie, how's Florida doing? I was looking at places down there. 1, I'm not ready yet. I gotta sell this house. 2, 3. Okay. And this is a little tighter than the other one, and I may have to do it differently. Then you do your ruffle. Take that out, and then you're going to put it in your tie. And I'm going to put it in my tie like this, up and down. So being I did it each on top of one another, I'm going to stagger them. Next time I do this, you buy 3. I bought them at Lowe's for $1. And I have regular pipe cleaners here. I didn't have white ones, I had black. So I'm going to ruffle it out, and that's how I want it to look. And I cut the mesh 32 inches long. And if you have any questions, I go through, let me move this here, the dogs aren't here, they're still sleeping with their daddy. Hey Jennifer, good morning. Hi Sandra, good morning. We're doing the cruffle method, or the woodland ruffle as they call it, because it was created by the Woodland Design Group. Oh, forgot my rock. Lord love a duck. See how I am? Okay, so we're going to roll it 1. I don't want it to go like that. So I'm going to put it kind of like in there. 1, 2, 3. Take that, put it over. I am a little bit slower. I mean, I know hard-working mom is like, you know, she can do a wreath with a broken arm. practically. She's amazing. I'm in her design group and her business group. She's an excellent teacher, and she's a wonderful person. I just adore her, love her. Good morning to you, Sandra. So we're going to do this. Roll it up. Being I was silly enough to put the ties non-staggering, it will be staggered when I put the upper ones on. I think I'm going to do it as I go. One below, and I usually use the metallic pipe cleaners, but I didn't have any colors that would go. The reason why it usually catches better. I think we're going to have to add something to this, that other mesh. All right, come on there. That's all coming. Oh, I forgot. The dogs used to, they climb up here, they're little. I have a, what do I have? A Maltese Yorkie, and I have a Shih Tzu mix. And I got them from a lady that I met online in our group watching lives. She's not even in one of my groups, and she watches lives, and we were talking, and I had just lost 3. I had just lost my Maltese, Holly, and I was just, she had been through everything with me, surgeries and illnesses since my accident. Thank you, Dawn. God bless you. 1. So I'm trying to grow my page. So if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. If I miss it, you know, whatever, I go back and I review the comments, and I answer any questions you have. And we're going to do this. We have 12 in all ties. So for my next one, I will know to stagger. So this is going to work out anyway. 1, 2. It's interesting. It would be kind of full. It's not going to be, you know, one of them kind of wreaths. Not at all. So did y'all have a good, hey Judy. Oh, Susan, Arizona. My cousins live out there. They just moved to a 55 and older community. And they just moved, I mean, yesterday. And they're loving it, but they've moved to Arizona before. They lived there, 13, 14 years, and they love it. From Jersey. That's where I'm from. If you hear an accent, that's my Jersey accent. I moved to upstate New York, near family, around 30 miles away from Ithaca, New York. So it's up there. It's not Watertown, but it's cold and it's snowing. So if it's a little bit blurry, that's why, because I have satellite internet. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't sure if it was going to be blurry or not, because at least it's not snowing like it did the other day. I would never have made it. It was snowing so bad we had no TV, because everything's satellite here. Come on. I got the wrong tie. There we go. There we go. And we had no TV. It was snowing so bad, and we had no internet. It was lovely. We did have electricity, so that's a good thing. I live out on a dirt road, 6-7 miles from a paved road, and we have electricity. And they have a phone, but I don't have a house phone anymore. Yes, Susan. Hey, Arlia, good morning. How's California? I think you live out in California. Susan, that's what I'm selling my home and moving to either South Carolina or Florida. And I'm going into one of those communities. I have literally a broken neck. literally from a car crash, and I can't, and I love to garden, but I can't do it anymore. I used to have 2 vegetable gardens, and I canned, and you know, all that stuff, frozen foods, and we raised pigs. We still have a pig. Well, we butchered, Mike did, and my uncle raises beef, and we get the beef from there, so I'm going to miss that stuff, but I can't do it anymore. I can't lift, and I just can't weed with my neck. So I'm going to move to one of those communities and try container gardening. I've done some gardening, but flowers. I want to do like strawberries and tomatoes and stuff like that. My friend Nancy, who's on, she has a beautiful garden, flower gardens. I just love flower gardens. My grandmother, who raised me, had flower gardens, and my mother, and they taught me the name of flowers. My mom was like, wow, if you're going to be, you know, flowers, you need to know that this is a forsythia, this is a foxglove. And I just don't understand how people don't know the name of flowers. I don't know, like a, you know, pansy versus a Johnny jump up and all kinds of stuff. I'm just trying to make these be side by side. We are going to have to put some more of that stuff in there. Maybe I'll put it under the bows. So how's everybody doing today? Oh, Susan, don't worry about it. I have accepted it. You know, I have accepted it. It's been 15 years. So I have accepted it, and I live with problems. I was an RN for 30 plus years, and that ended my nursing career because I have a head injury too. But I have come to learn all these people in the wreathing community, and they're wonderful. I belong to Lori Jacobs, her Hardworking Moms Business Group, and her creative group, and I belong to Owl's Tech Talk. She's the moderator for Hardworking Mom, if you watch her. Oh, thank you, Nancy, of a smiling. Well, thank you. I do love flowers. I remember weeding them. My mother and grandmother would weed in the hot sun, and I'm like, something is wrong with this picture. And I loved to weed. I would go to houses. I would go be at Disney World, and I'd be weeding. If they had deadheads, anybody has deadhead flowers, I'm taking off the deadheads. And Mike gets like, will you stop that? That's embarrassing. I'm like, I don't care. I love doing it. But I can't weed anymore. But when I worked as an RN, I was a supervisor for a subsidiary of New Jersey Blue Cross of 30 to 40 nurses. I was a certified senior nurse case manager for an insurance company for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I did appeals and did all that stuff and hiring, and I loved it. But when I came home from work, I didn't want to be bothered with people, and I would come in, I wouldn't even get in the house, and I would start weeding. Hey Ann, good morning. I would start weeding the flower gardens, 15, 20 minutes, like 5, 6 o'clock by the time I got home with the traffic and everything in Jersey. 1, 2, 3. And that's how I kept all my flower gardens weeded, because I did it every day. Around 5, 6 o'clock, it was cooler, it wasn't under the hot sun. And it was cathartic for me because it got out my anger, aggression. You gotta, when you're a supervisor, you gotta keep it together. 1, 2, and I was mid-level management, so you had to tell the people, the nurses, well, you have to do this and you have to do that. And oh, Carrie, that's okay, not to worry. It's just learning stuff. You know, you weren't handed that down, but you love flowers. I mean, some people, Mike's stepmother calls them weeds. You know, there's a weed. I'm like, well, all flowers are weeds. And I'm like, well, maybe, but you shouldn't, you know. But she had flowers anyway, but called them weeds. Anyway, I love tiger lilies, and when I move, I'm going to have container gardens. I'll put flower gardens in of perennials and stuff like that. You know. There we go. There we go. It's kind of tight in here the way I did it. It's going to be long and thin. When you're out too, Nancy. Hey, LaFon. Hey, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to take a sip of soda here. How's the weather where you guys are at? What's your temperatures like? I got to live vicariously through people because it's about 23. We were 2 degrees the other day. That was a tad cold. 26 here today. And it's snowing. Oh, bye, baby cakes. Rachel, thank you. Have a good day. I know everybody's got like doctor's appointments and things to do. The reason I don't go live in the evenings, and I used to, with satellite internet, 1, 2, with 3, with so many people on, you know, doing lives, and the traffic of the internet itself was so, you know, greater than in the morning. Pittsburgh, and it's cold. Oh, I've been to Pittsburgh, Carrie. I think you have a new stadium, or did. And I've been down the incline with the Monongahela, Mississippi, and there's a third river that goes through there. I forgot. I used to know it. I forgot, but I remember, I think it's pronounced Monongahela River. Why I remember that, was it the Ohio River? Not sure. And I think the Mississippi, but I liked the incline. I liked Pittsburgh. It's a nice city. It was cleaned up when I went. My cousin lived there. We're all from Jersey. Well, Mike, the man I live with, isn't, but I do miss the food in Jersey. Pizza, bagels. Oh, bagels. Taylor ham. Low 70s, Connie. Oh, Texas. Yes, it's a yardstick. It's not 36 inches. It's a 5-gallon yardstick. I didn't paint it because I'm using a tan color. This is the first time I'm using one, so we'll see. Next time I'm going to stagger them more, but it's linear, it's long, and that's what I wanted. We'll see how this goes. You love flower gardens too? Oh, I do, Carrie? Thank you. You hoping you will be able, Tracy? I know, it's very cathartic. Now my gardens are so overgrown, my flower gardens I had like around the telephone poles and with the stones around them. 1, 2, 3. I had daylilies and some roses and all kinds of flowers and portulacas. I know that, you know, they're an annual, but in Jersey, where I lived down in South Jersey, well, central South Jersey one. So I used to live in Marlboro, New Jersey, and they would come back. Hey, Pamela, good morning. Upper Michigan, oh, 70s in afternoon, wow. No, we've had 20s and 20s. That's weird having 70s there. Thank you, Connie. Okay, I knew I was missing a tie. This is going to be kind of squished. I am going to put those others in a little bit. Not much. I guard it. Come on. 1, 2 ties. Okay. We're getting there, folks. It might be a little much. I know I've seen people do the poof method. Susan from AC Inspired Design, is it? She did the poof and then ruffles in it the other day. What am I making, Pamela? I'm doing a linear 5-gallon paint stick. Thought I would do like a swag. And my thoughts are, have this all along. I am going to add some of this because it adds a little bit of shagginess. I didn't cut it because I didn't know how much I wanted to put in there in some of the ties. Make 2 bows here hanging down, not bodacious bows, just regular bows, and put this farmhouse sign on it. It's going to be something small because with wreaths, my wreath that I sold, something like that, something kind of sweet, and my ribbons are cow wreath, yeah, cow for 1.5, and that's I kept it very tonal, 2.5. I wanted everything to stay the same, kind of a subdued kind of a wreath. And then I have stripes, and then I can't remember the block style. Bye, Christine, honey. You have a great day. You love my paw around the pet rock. I know, I call it my pet rock. And Lori, hardworking mom, was laughing. She says, you have a pet rock. So that's my thoughts for this. I sold the wreath that had to go to Montana, the other side of Montana. With the new shipping, it cost me $84 to ship it. Oh, you love the sign? Thank you, Levon. Let me take a sip of water. It's dry in here. Oh, that feels good. So, I'm trying to see alternate ways to make different lighter weight, smaller wreaths. I made a pancake wreath that you have hanging for Valentine's Day. 2, 3. I don't have anything for the next holiday, the green holiday. What is that? Oh, St. Patty's Day. I don't have one. I'll have to see if I have a sign or pick up a sign or make one. I have a 2, 3. I have a cricket, but Susie hasn't. Hey, Buffalo check. Thank you very much, Teresa. Couldn't remember it. I have a, yeah, that's what I have. A cricket, but I haven't synced it yet. I'm kind of scared of it. It shouldn't be, because you can make such great stuff. And make great signs and stuff like that. And I know they're making signs with the sublimation. That's what Lori, hardworking mom, does, and a lot of the girls have bought it, but I don't have $300 and a printer just for that. I just don't have it. When you're disabled and you live on that, and I'm on, now I will be on 20 different meds a day. Way too much for shipping, isn't it? Yeah, I had free shipping, Tracy. Yes, I did. You're right, Pamela. It's gone. And Susan, if I miss everything, 81. Oh, 100 for 6 months. Oh, my God. That's hot. 1, 2. Yeah, I had 3 free shipping, and it was a kit from Hardworking Mom's Bee Kit. I mean, it was cute. And I had added stuff to it, and flowers, and I had added mesh tubing, because that's the kind of gal I am. But I'm not adding, I might add some tube. Nah, I don't think so. Well, we'll see. 1, 2, 3. I'm not a fast crafter, folks. Never have been. I used to do kind of cross stitch and stuff, but when I had my second son, he has severe ADHD. Oh my God. When he was a baby in the hospital, I knew this one's not like the other. And he's still like that. Oh my God. Lord. He lives in Jersey. I'm in upstate New York. And he's a great kid. He's 27. I shouldn't call him a kid. My other son turning 31 next month. No, March. Yeah, that is next month. And I'm like, oh my God, how did that happen? How did they get so old? I don't think I got old. Hey, Patty, good morning. I didn't think I got old. Oh, wait, I'm not showing you. I'm so sorry. Roll it. 1, 2, 3. And I have a what you call it? Yeah, I have one of them. I have short-term memory loss from the accident, folks, so I call things. I don't remember words. Mike, who I live with, he's gotten very good at charades. I'll say, you know, it's like this, it looks like that. That's just the way it is. It used to drive me crazy, plus other things from the head injury, traumatic brain injury from the car crash. But I've survived. I lived through it. It made me a better person. I'm a nicer person. You know, when you're a supervisor, and I was an RN for work, ER, paramedic work in Jersey, toughens you up. You have to be tough. You have no choice in the matter to make sure I got it all. Yay, I got it all. You have to be tough doing that stuff. It's just the way it is. Hey, Michelle. Good morning, Joy. How are you? All right. I see that hasn't gone over a little bit. Okay, we're making I'm using a 5-gallon paint stick to do a swag, and I see that I have room there and room there. So, what I'm going to do is put, hey, Milo. I hope I pronounce it okay. I'm going to cut some of this up, do it ruffle, and put it in the ties there at each end. We'll cut 10 inches for the 2 of them, and then we'll see if we're going to add any more, because we're going to add a bow to either side and put the sign in the middle. It's a very kind of small, kind of subdued farmhouse sign. So we're going to cut 10 inches here. Like I said, this ribbon mesh, whatever, I have had a while, and I'm judicious with it. Very. I mean, and it's not terrible. I mean, some of the prices I was looking at to get new mesh yesterday, some is like $12 for $9 for a 10-inch roll of mesh. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh, I had to take a sip of water. So what we're going to do, what's the good side? The good side. This is the good side. It's going to be my good side. So, we're just going to do a ruffle. 10 inches. This is 5 inches wide, but I like it because of we're going to put it in here on each side. I'm not going to take out the stuff. I do have ribbons. I'm going to put them in too. But this will hide a lot of singe. You won't see the stick once I get the ribbons in. So that looks nice. I was thinking every one, and I'm thinking, nah, I don't think so. There, that's good, because we're going to put a bow under it and stuff. Gives it a little bit of a flare. This is it. How did I attach them, Connie? I took my staple gun. I have an electric staple gun, and I just stapled them down. It's thick enough so that the staple did not come through. I did not have to, add any felt or anything, and it went right through. I know some people drill holes, and I have a drill. I'm not that proficient. Some days I'm really good at stuff with my hands, and some days they don't move that well. And yesterday was one of those days. So I used the staple gun. I put 2 staples in each tie, in each, one of these pipe cleaners. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to do it on each side. I think that will look nice with the bows there. So let's do our ribbons. It's going to look a lot ribbony. We may not use all the ribbons. We'll see. I'm trying to decide which one. I think I'm going to start with this. So I cut them 12 inches long. Ugh, come on now. Stop attaching. Stop attaching. So we're going to fold these in half. I used to have to try to do it like Lori and my hands up like that, and my fingers just don't work that well. So I do it like this. Come on, Sue. Let's do it. Do it, do it. Okay. You want to flatten it down. Now, being that this is long, I'm going to fold it so that it looks like, all right, Sue. Okay, come here. Like a seagull. It's going to look like a seagull, because I want it to face down. So let's get the tie, put it in. I want it all to face down, all the ribbons. 1, 2. Get that down. We'll see how they're going to look all next to each other. They might be like, too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'll do the tan on the bottom, all on the bottoms, and then we'll do the buffalo plaid on the top as we go. So we're alternating each one. One's higher than the other all the way along. Just getting my ties together. There. It's just the way it went. There we go. There we go. Hey, little Kim. Good morning, honey. I hope you're feeling well today. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm using a 5-gallon paint stir to make a farmhouse. It's a small wreath, or a swag, really. I didn't want a lot of bling to it because I wanted to go into a farmhouse. And I will be putting this on my Etsy probably tomorrow. I have Zoom meetings today. Taking the YouTube class for with Hardworking Mom, and Susie, talking about myself, I did it once, but I forgot a lot, and she has a lot of new stuff in a new area of training, so I'm going to take it over. I just haven't lately. I just put like 4 wreaths in my Etsy. I got other things to take pictures of, and I can't take them out here because it's just snowing. And it's too cold, and there's snow and ice all over. We probably have about, some melted, probably 7 inches on the ground. So the buffalo plaid's going to go on top. We'll see how it goes. See how it looks. It may be looking like a hot mess. If it does, it does. And I cut these all 12 inches long. I mean, I don't know how others look. I've seen a couple of them done and they look really cute, but this is my mind. This was my mind. My mind. Okay, this is going to go on the top. All the ribbons are going to face down. Maybe not. You know what? Maybe not, because I'm thinking the sign is going to go here. Oh no, we got to face them up. Okay. Face them up. Boop. Boop. These will face up. So that the sign, I'm one of these that likes the ribbon underneath the sign, because I like the ribbon poking out from underneath it. Strange, you're thinking, probably. Let me retighten this a little bit. There we go. I'm thinking maybe I should alternate them, not keep it all the same on the bottom with the top. I think that's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to alternate it since I'm changing. My creative mind is changing. Changes. So we're just going to do alternate. Got the cow there. We're going to put this one here. Probably look like a hot mess, but that's okay, because these are going to go up. This has got this. And you know what? I'll put it to the side. That's it, because the bow is going to be here. Let me put this on with the strings, just because I could. So we'll see what it looks like, but I'm trying to do smaller wreaths, doing door hangers, which we did last week with an Easter truck that I had. Something that's easier to ship, lighter to ship, smaller boxes to ship, because after I paid $84, and that was the cheapest price, I didn't know that a UPS store, oh, you gotta go. Love you too, Esther, and I love your thing that Robin made you. I love it. She's my biz bud. Your logo, Esther, I love it. 1, 2. So I'm trying. I'm looking for other things to make, folks. Now let's see. There we go. We're competing. We have competing ribbon. What is going on? All right, I'm doing 1 and 1 on each side so that I don't get too confused. So really, they're almost going the same. You'll see what happens. Took you 3 times? Oh, little Kim, I'm sorry, honey. Plus, the weather is bad here. It's snowing, and my satellite internet might be having problems. I don't know. So, trying to get faster, folks, but I'm not fast. So if you have any questions at all, feel free. Oh, I have felt very blessed, ladies and gentlemen, if we have any. I haven't been on a vacation or away, other than to New Jersey to see my family, which is a nice trip, and I love it, but, you know, I don't go sightseeing or anything. Well, Lori Jacobs, hardworking mom, is having for people in her groups and people who, you know, are always in her design class, and I'm also in her business group. She's having her first ever with Amanda from Hazy's Heart and Home. What do you call it? A weekend retreat. She's going to make wreaths with her and spend time, and I've never met her. I've not gone to Wreath Makers Live, couldn't afford it, not to the Crafters Convention, just don't have it. But I was blessed where I could afford it in April. Thank you so much, Tracy. It is a killer, Nance, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm going to the conference. Yes. I had paid for a bill that was automatic pay, and they contacted me and said, you no longer get this. Why are you paying that price? I'm like, oh, I thought I was paying for the new one. No. So I'm getting a reimbursement. I may have to pay the other price too, which is okay. But I'm taking that money and I'm running with it. I'm paying for that conference. And then I'm driving down with Brenda from Busy Bees and Creative, how does she call it? Creative and Wreaths and More or something like that. Meeting her. I've never met any of these people, you know, that you see on the lives, and you get to know them and they get to know you, you know, create friendships online, but sometimes you want to meet them. And I've been in Lori's group for, oh my God, it was one of the original ones when there was just 50 of us. I was like the last one, and then she opened it up to like 200 of us. But anyway, anywho's it, I am going, and it's at Myrtle Beach, and I'm excited. And we'll be going shopping at Carolina Pottery, maybe Old Pottery, places they don't have up here in upstate New York. Nothing like that. So I gotta save my pennies for that, you know. Okay, I hope I cut enough. I think I have. I'm almost done with this. I think I have. Yeah, so this is long and linear, and that's what I wanted. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking to make smaller wreaths, but you know, I love the big bodacious wreaths too. Not that I am an embellisher, but I'm not like Laura Jean's Wreath Room. I mean, she's just amazing. She is amazing. I was in her group for quite a while, and you know, you just can't afford all the groups. She is great. Her wreaths are like the Babam wreaths. I'm going to take my sweater off. It's kind of cold in here. Well, not really, but I get chilled. Okay, we're going around the counter there. We're getting there. Oh, I almost took my microphone off with me. Hey, Tanya, good morning. How are you? I'm making a Farmhouse Swag. Let me take a sip here so my throat's not dry. It looks like a mess of ribbons, but I like it. The mesh, you could still see the mesh. All right, where am I? I am on cow. I'm on the cow. But yes, I love cows. I used to collect cows. Oh my God, I had cow dishes for the kitchen. I had cow borders, cow pictures, cows of everything. And I still do, but I don't have the dishes anymore or anything like that because, you know, it became cumbersome. I had quite a large cow collection. Then I used to collect precious moments, you know, the figurines and stuff like that. Hey, Wanda. Good morning, Becky. What am I using for a frame and how many ties? Hold on, Becky. Let me just get this in here and I'll show you, sweetie. I'm using a 5-gallon paint stirrer that I stapled on with my electric staple gun. I use the electric because it's easier for me. 12 ties, 10, 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 2 on the side. So here, I'll show you that. So I didn't paint it because it's the same color as what I have. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot. All right, next is this. And then we're almost there. Your mom collected cows too, Tracy? Oh, I know. Well, my grandfather being a dairy farmer and my uncle being, he raises cows right around the corner, and next door neighbor raised beef cattle. Sometimes when they're in a different pasture down here, because I have 6 acres and he's got a lot of acres, I can hear the cows bleating or whatever you want to call it. I love it. I do love living here, but I don't like the cold, and I'm ready to start meeting people now that I'm more in a maintenance position of my... I never got therapy after my accident, which I really needed, but they didn't believe me that I had a head injury, and I said, I have a left frontal TBI. No, you don't. I said, I need an MRI for 6 months. I was telling the doctors, I need an MRI. I need an MRI. No. Well, guess what? Got an MRI, and I said, do you know you have a left frontal TBI? And I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, TBI is a traumatic brain injury, like those poor soldiers have. And I was pretty bad. In a car crash when an SUV crossed the median on an interstate, Route 81 in Pennsylvania, and hit me head on in the slow lane. We were doing about, between the two vehicles, 120 miles per hour. So cop was like, I can't believe you guys survived it. I had my 2 sons with me. I'm thankful they were not injured, just me. So I was very blessed that we made it through it. And we didn't have airbags. It was a beautiful, sweet truck, short bed. I love short bed pickup trucks. Black with pinstriping, pink and green. Oh, it was just a beautiful truck. And it had my son's quad or 4-wheeler, whatever you call them, in the back, and that's what kept us from flipping over when he hit us head on. So, that was my story. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. You make beautiful things. I see you. Yeah, Carrie, it's okay. For a long time, it was very bad. I was in bad shape. But perseverance, it's changed me to be a better person. That's how I look at it. I'm a kinder person. Maybe because I'm not in the nursing career anymore. You got to be kind of tough when you work in the ER, or kind of a supervisor, which I was for Blue Cross. And that was my favorite job, though. I loved being a supervisor. Teaching nurses, case management. I was a trainer. I love to teach adults. I really do. I'm not great at it, but I love to teach them. Okay, now we have it. Let's see what we're going to do. So, let's put our sign on. I stapled it in the back because it's thick, but the first one I tried without staples, without felt in the back, and you can kind of feel it pop up, so I didn't want that. And I use pipe cleaners because my hands don't fit the wires, but I see people doing, you know, the wires with a needle through the mesh and stuff. And I'm going to try that sometime. But I get so crazy from it. So we're going to put this on here like that. And I like the ribbons to be seen. I know the mesh is pretty, but I like my ribbons underneath it to be seen. That's the way I like it. And what I usually do during a live, I don't sit there for an hour and make sure it's on and proper and replace it. I put it on, I pretty much tack it on, and then afterwards I go through it and make sure it's on. So that's what I wanted, there and there. This is my vision, and it's coming through. I'm probably going to have to staple these ties on the back. This is going to be interesting. Unless I pipe... I'm thinking out loud, folks. Good morning, Mary Jane. I have an Aunt Mary Jane. She's lovely. She's been pretty sick this year, my Aunt Mary Jane. Lovely lady. I love her pieces. I love her to a long, healthy life. You know, I heard that. I was at a conference years ago, and I heard ladies say, you don't want to love them to death, because you kind of want death. And well, that's what you say, you love them to death. you know, like for a long life. She says you want them to have a long, healthy, happy life. I'm thinking that's pretty true. So, yeah, wouldn't this look good in the kitchen? That's what I was thinking, you know, like above a door or, you know, something kind of small. I'm going to put this here. Put this other tie over through here. I'm going to have to staple this on. So what I'm doing, like I said, I'm going to tack them on, honey, everyone, so we get an idea. And then I'm going to come through later and staple them onto the board in the back. You know what I'm saying? I may keep the ties on like this and then staple them so that they're secure. I don't want anything falling off. But I like ribbons coming out from underneath. And I know, like Crazy Maisie Creations, I love Katie. She's so funny. She's definitely a downstate New Yorker all the way. And being from Jersey, I can appreciate it because, you know, you love kind of the same foods and been to the same places. You have plastic that, yes, I do too. I have, it's not a weaving, it's a drawstring. And next month I'm going to order those plastic ones. I got them from Amazon. I have them in my little bin to buy, but I'm waiting for my check for next month. All right, let's see. Okay, we're getting there, folks. Sorry I'm taking so long. La, 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 la. And then I will cut the probably the ties, but we got to make 2 bows. So that's why I'm not going to go crazy on this for you. So I'm just going to tie the tops so you have an idea. It's going to be in the middle. And we're going to put a bow here and a bow there. Not a huge bow. I want them not exactly the same, but with the same ribbons in it. That's my vision. You love to see the ribbon too? I do too. And that's what I wanted in this. And this is like coming through to what I wanted it to look like. That's my vision for how I want it to look. So you could put this above a door, you know, something like that. Thank you so much, Mary Jane. Babers, babies, but what do I put in them? Susan, you could put baby jars. Baby boy shower, these jars. You mean like mason jars? Let me see. Oh, that doesn't fit that one. Okay, hold on, I have an idea. I paint mason jars. I love painting mason jars. These are small ones, so I don't know if what you're thinking of, and then I've painted this one. I gotta just spray paint it and stuff like that. Hey, Patricia. Thank you, Nancy. But they have frogs. These are called frogs. They used to have glass frogs years ago that you would put your flowers in. There's holes in here. Let's see if you can see better here. Yeah, there's holes in there, and you would put a stem of your flowers, silk or regular flowers, through each one. This is a wide mouth mason jar frog, but they have regular standard size ones. So you put it on there, you'd put your ring on, and then you could put the flowers through this. So that's an idea. You can paint them, spray paint them if you like. I don't spray paint yet. I kind of like the look, the rustic look, but kind of do a bunch, paint them, and then I have black. I painted 2 black ones. Painted 2 black. I'm going to paint white over it. And if you paint them, you have to use chalk paint. Can't use acrylic paint, and you got to rub it with alcohol. I do have videos of me doing mason jars too. I don't know if they're craft jars, they're plastic. Let's see, I got glitter on here. Okay, let's get that glitter off. Whoa. Incoming, incoming. Oh, that's a great idea. I don't know what your name is, Decorative Wreaths, but that's a fabulous idea. Pinterest would give you ideas too, what to do. Absolutely. You know, for baby showers, you could bring up, you know, centerpieces for baby shower or whatever you want to call it. That might be an idea. Let me put that away. Let me put this away. All right, we're going to make a bow. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, Cindy. All right, so this is our wreath. We're going to put 2 coordinating bows on each side. All right. And I need to buy more buffalo check in the black. 75 feet. And I'm almost done with it. Let's see. I'm going to start with this one. I love this ribbon. This check. Hey, Johnny. How are you, dear? Hope you're doing well. So this is the wreath I made. It's on a 5-gallon paint stick. I wanted a smaller wreath, farmhouse. You could, big ones, Beth Ann, but you know, it's got to be what the tables look like. Probably more like favors would be good. And the mints sound like a great idea as a favor. And then you could glue something to the top, like a flower or something. Make a bow around it. I would do Pinterest. Now I don't want, how long of the tail do we want? I don't want it to take over. Let's see, how long is that? Well, that's 8 inches. We'll do an 8-inch tail. And we can always cut them or roll them. So we're going to put it in, twist. You want your good side up, twist down. I'm not going to do like a Lisa bow or anything because I want it to be sweet. I'm thinking. Thinking. Let's do here. I don't want it to go over the farmhouse sign, so we're talking 4 inches. Let's do 5. We'll do 5 with the first one. Oh, that ribbon, I got this ribbon at Craft Outlet. They have them. They have these in black. I saw they had buffalo check in green and coral and all these awesome colors and lavender. So we're doing a 5-inch. We're going to do 3. We may make a Lisa bow. That's 3 and 1. So I'm going to put that up. Put this down. And a Lisa bow has tails on both sides. So I'll show you how to make a Lisa bow. So this is 5 inches here. This ribbon is nice and thick. Really thick. It's I guess a linen. I always check my bow, my rib things if you got that same ribbon at Craft Outlet. Oh, I know. I love this ribbon. Oh, I didn't have to twist it, Susan. So this is going to go on this side. We have 2 loops on the right, 1 loop on this side. How you do a Lisa bow? Good morning, Holly. My dogs woke up and she's coming to say good morning to me. She wants to climb up here and I moved her chair. You're going to have to wait, Holly. But anyway, getting back to Lisa bow. Lisa bow is quite unique. It's one of my favorite though. With the Lisa bow, whatever side you have tails on the left, you have one loop and two loops on the other. Then the next ribbon I put on, the tails are going to be on the right, two loops opposite, one loop. That's how you do a Lisa bow. Oh, you loving their ribbons? Yes. I love their ribbons too. I have some in my little, you know, how you order them and you don't pay for it, you know, in that area, whatever you want to call that. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Good morning. This is my sister-in-law, my daughter-in-law. Actually, my daughter. I call her my daughter. How are you? Thank you for coming on. I'm making a bow. I'll show you the sign I made. The wreath I made. Took a 5-gallon paint stick. And this is how it looks so far. This is going to go up a little higher. I just tacked it on. It's going to be in the middle and a coordinating bow here and here. You got your friend. Yay! Yay! Great! Great, Beth Ann. I'm so proud of you. I don't know if you say Beth. I have a cousin named Beth Ann. She says, I always know when it's family because we call her Beth Ann. But she goes by Beth. All right. This I don't have much left. 75 feet I got at Hobby Lobby last year, and their ribbon, this 75 feet Christmas ribbon, I don't like it. Congratulations, Beth Ann. It's very thin, the wire is thin. So, because we're doing a Lisa bow, we're going to put our tails on this side. We have 8-inch tails. Basically what I do, I measure from the original ribbon I set down. I don't measure my ties every time. So we're going to do, twist it. And we're going to put 2 loops on this side. And we're going to do it at 4.5. I'm just checking it out. Twist. This is going to go in the middle of those 2 at 4.5 inches. Twist. This goes down. This stays in the middle. This is going to go at 4.5. Kind of measure it off with the other coordinate, the same ribbon, my loops. So one loop is not looking like, looks like it's 5 inches. Looks kind of like that. I don't need to twist it, and down we go. So it's 2 on the opposite side that you have your ties on. That's how you do a Lisa bow. Too thin? I bought a bunch of it. Sam's Club. Wow, their quality was fantastic. I bought like 10 rolls, but I should have bought more. I just didn't have the cash. My car, my Jeep needs work. Needed work, still needs work. You know, those vehicles that we have to drive in. Good morning, Donna. Seymour, Indiana. Okay, this is almost over. We're gonna just do some more on this and then we'll do another small bow. Sorry I'm taking so long, folks. I am a slow crafter. Very slow crafter. Is what it is. Is the way it is. So I'm gonna do a 1.5. We're gonna keep on going. I may not do the white. Sometimes I use these to put my, and I like to buy 50-yard rolls. They're more economical. I can't say I don't buy the 10-yard rolls. I do. But if you're going to do this as a business and you want to make good bows, excuse me, I got to take a sip of water. Your 10-yard rolls are more economical. And what I do, because I get some from Deco Exchange, Craft Outlet, which is my primary place. So we're going to do 2 loops on the right because we're doing at 4 inches. I'm guesstimating now, so it's shorter than that. Get down there. There, this is just going to have 1 loop on this side. Twist, gonna kind of see if they match. They do. Let me see. Yeah, kind of. Then this one's gonna go down. So you have tails coming on each side, but of the same ribbon. There we go. Okay, get down there, little guy. I learned how to use the ProBow the Hand. That's what I learned on with all the wires and stuff. They don't have up here. Oh, thank you, Beth Ann. Oh my God, it's too much, Cindy. It is, and even Mike does all the work, but you know, 125 here, 140 there. Plus he hit a deer, and hit 2 deer actually. So I have fenders that are not this left front fender and a right front fender that are not the same color as the vehicle. I definitely look like a redneck. So when I go to Jersey, I know I'm going to get teased by my sons because I've always loved good looking vehicles. I do. Yes, they are pretty, I agree. And I always, ouch, that was good, Sue. Poke yourself. I have to put my ribbons away. All right, let's see. What are we going to do? We're going to do the cow, and then we're going to put this on top. Our next one, we may put this on the bottom. But I like the look of this on top sometimes because then you can see through the ribbon. Hey, Kathy, don't worry. Be happy. We're not getting crazed. Life is what it is. Mornings are tough. I know that. I get up earlier each time when I do my lives. Lately, today is the first day I had cameras all together that I always check my cameras. Always. Since we have the ties, excuse me, since I have my tails on the left, we're going to put our tails on the right. Oh, I see I have black and black. Alrighty. C'est la vie. And there we go. I'm going to do two loops on this side. I don't think I'm going to do that for, this is going to be 3.5 inches. I'm just guesstimating, making sure it's less than, and I don't squish my ribbons down because it leaves a line in the ribbon, the bow, and I don't like the way it looks. We may not even do a Lisa bow on the other side. We may have to, because it might look funky if I don't. I'll do the ribbons a little differently though. Coordinate, but not the same. Not the same bow. Okay, down we have it. Down we have it. And the easy bow, yeah. This is the ProBow 4-in-1. Because they didn't sell the easy bow up here where I live. I live outside of Ithaca, and I don't travel like 30 miles away from Ithaca. And I never saw it there. I don't travel to Ithaca that much. People complain, oh, the traffic is so bad. It is bad. Because, you know, you got Cornell University there. You have Ithaca College there. You know, you got a lot of companies there. It is bad, but it's nothing worse than Jersey. I mean, really. I mean, I lived south going over the bridge, the Driscoll Bridge, and I worked in Iselin and Woodbridge, so I always had to travel over the bridge, 17 miles each way, which is no big deal up here, but Sometimes it'd be 25 minutes and sometimes it'd be an hour and a half. You never knew with the traffic down there, especially with the summer traffic. You just get used to it. But people will, come on, just get over it. I don't want to travel there. Fine. Don't. I don't have to, I'm not trimming this into a, I'm going to put this on top. I'm just going to do 2 loops. And I'm not cutting it into, what's the word I'm looking for? A dovetail. I'm just leaving it plain. Otherwise it unravels and looks, and I'm just doing 2 loops. Alright, here we go, folks. La la la, la la la. Here we go. And we're just going to do 2 loops on this. Make sure that's that. That is that. Down we go. So this is bow number 1. There we go. So I do use a zip tie. We're going to have to put ribbon in the middle to cover this zip tie, or we'll have to find like a flower or something. Oh, I know what I could use. I don't lift it out like Katie does from Crazy Maisie Creations, because I don't have that much faith in myself. I always make sure I have all my ribbons. It's not a big deal if you don't. You just have to tie it a little bit more. Before I forget, I'm going to get a couple pipe cleaners. If it's a big piece, I usually tie 2 pipe cleaners together, but I don't have to. Moving this over, hold on to it pretty good, pull it back, not all the way though, get my pipe cleaner in there, come on there, George, I just say a name. Oh, thank you for spreading the love, I appreciate it, Cindy. How are you doing? How's your weather up there? Not up there. Well, I mean up in North Jersey. So I'm going to pull this tight. And sometimes I fluff, kind of move it in position. But I don't too much because I've done that and everything's become askew. So I use a needle nose plier. I hold on and I pull it tight, and that's how I tighten my bows and stuff, because I don't have the physical strength to do it. You don't. It is what it is, but I have tools. That's why I use an electric staple gun. There, fly away. I have to use 2 hands. Okay, so let me tie this in the back. Oh shoot. I meant to hold on to that because you can use that as your holder while you're fluffing your bow. So I'm going to fluff this. Okay, let's see. Try to keep it down here so you can see. These go up. You got 2 loops on this side. And you can move it around. If you got to move them around like that, because you don't want them to have a memory from the zip tie. Here's 2 there. I always have a problem with my tails not wanting to come down. See how they are? Just like a man. Don't want to do what you want them to do. No, I'm not going to do it. Like that. Put that down. Now, kind of see that. I'm going to try this in the back next time. We'll see. We'll see. Get our tails down on this side. This one goes in the middle. The 2 blacks. Buffalo check. Raining there in Georgia, Kathy? Oh, it's snowing here. We got snow on the ground. 26 degrees. Gray. We saw the sun yesterday or the other day, and we're like, we see the sun. Oh my. Okay, so this is the one bow we'll put over here. It's a little too big. Can't see the farmhouse. Okay, so I'm going to move it up. Goes there. Okay, we'll be all right. It's going to look like a what's the word I want to call? Well, it'll look okay. Being I did 5 on that side, I'm going to have to do 5 on this side so it looks even. But we'll do the ribbons separately. All right, let's see. I don't have that much energy, Cindy. I do rest, and I take it easy. You know, I go bursts of surgery. Yeah, I do bursts of surgery, bursts of energy, and then I rest. And then I've learned to do like 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. So we're going to put the black on the bottom. We're not going to do a Lisa bow. We're going to do a 3. Maybe we will. I'm thinking, folks. Let me get a sip of something here. I'm used to talking, but I hope you can hear me okay. Am I loud enough? People say I'm not that loud. I can be loud. I used to be loud, especially when I was drinking. But I don't drink anymore. And then my Jersey accent will really come out. Lord. Lordy. I was one of those happy drunks. Dance on the table. Okay, we're going to do 8-inch tails. Yep, there we go. I'm going to do, maybe we'll do another Lisa bow, but it'll be different order of the same ribbons. Maybe not. I don't think so. 5-inch loop. Maybe we will. You're like, make up your mind. Yeah, I gotta make up my mind. There we go. A little bit longer. Okie dokies. Twist. Do a 3rd loop. So we're doing another Lisa bow. You can hear me just fine, Donna? Thank you. Oh no, Kathy, you're having flooding? Oh no. I know the Mississippi is flooding. Those poor people in Mississippi. Oh, good, Cindy. I'll be praying for you, Kathy. That's one thing, my spiritual life, and I don't like, you gotta believe my way and the highway, and oh my. No, I don't do that. I'm not one of those fire and brimstone kind of people. I believe in prayer and everything, and pray for people if they'll let me. I usually ask, because some people don't want it, or happy thoughts, or whatever they want. My faith is what's helped me get through this. And this ribbon is almost done. They didn't have any buffalo check black. They're all out of stock at Craft Outlet. I'll have to see. I'm ordering. I wanted the real dark one too, and that's out of stock. Probably a black like that. Maybe I should check Deco Exchange, see what they have. Because they have nice ribbons too. I bought their ribbons. Where do you guys buy from? Alright, 8 inches. This is going to be on the opposite side of the pole. Lord. There we go. It's going to be two loops over here of 4.5.
This is thick ribbon. Lord, it is. It's nice ribbon. Never bought a bad ribbon from Craft Outlet. And I've only bought ribbon at Deco Exchange. Sometimes their prices are expensive. Sometimes you can get a good sale there. Just depends. Oh, help you with a web setup? Oh, Leanne. I'm not the girl. That's for sure. I belong to Owl's Tech Talk group because I'm not technically swift in the social media. I don't know Instagram. I don't know that stuff. Let me squish this down. One loop on the same side with your tails. Just kind of doing everything opposite, folks. See, I can't even cut my ribbon. I sometimes have to use two hands and move it up. Oh, Lord. Lord of a duck. And all the fishes in the pond, as I say. This is looking like I want it in my mind. Alrighty. Let's see. I don't know if I want that stuff in the middle again, in the front. I may put it next. I'm going to do this. Just do 2 loops with this. And then finish doing the, so you can see it in the back. So I'm going to do just 2 loops. About 4.5 inches. 4 inches. Just to switch it up a little bit. Okay, come on. Come on. I had this in red. It was really pretty. And I would use it on the top of top of flowers. That's what I'm thinking. Flowers. You go to a pedicure. Oh, wow, Peggy. Thank you for being on. You lucky girl. Pedicure watch party. That's pretty cool. I need to get a pedicure. I haven't had one in years. But down there, you have more chance to have a pedicure. You have longer summers. Up here, it's in upstate New York, it's a month if you're lucky. Last year, we didn't have much of a, we had wet winter. We had snow on the ground, literally, I'm not exaggerating, from October through May. May. We had snow on the ground. Then we had the wettest spring ever on record. 100+ years we had the wettest spring on top of a long, cold, windy winter. It was miserable. So this is going to go on the left side. We're going to go back to our Lisa bow, do 2 loops on this side. I'm going to do it at the same as I just continuing on, like I don't have that fancy stuff in there. At about 4 inches. Twist, pull that up. Never bought from Trendy Tree, Cheryl. I know they have nice stuff. I just never purchased from there yet. Maybe I did. Well, I'm not in it that long. I'm only doing wreaths maybe a couple years. Twist, 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 twist. Just twist away like you did last summer. Oh God, I don't have that great of a voice. I do like to sing though. I used to sing in choir in church when I was raising the boys. And I used to be in the handbell choir. Love handbells. Used to do handbells. I did it for, God, 12 years? Chris wasn't even born yet when I started. About 12 years I did it. Yeah, Peggy, you do. Gotta take care of your feet, I forgot. But they look so pretty. I have either shoes, I don't have many shoes. Because up here, shoes, I don't. I have sandals, because I love sandals. Love sandals. And I'm a shoe and clothes horse. I love clothes. Oh my God. But I don't like to spend a mint on my clothes. Love clothes and I love shoes. I like pocketbooks too. I am a girly girl. But I don't buy like I used to when I was working because I can't afford it. I should go to those consignment stores, but I don't. Up a 50-yard roll, the black one of the Argyle? Yeah, that's pretty. I have a bunch of stripes I got from Deco Exchange I like. Okay, this is going to go on this side. There. And then that is going to be this. 2 loops on this. Okay. I'm just eyeballing it now, folks. Let me make sure my loops are about the same on each side. Don't want it to look funky. Don't want it to look funky. I remember when that was the word and I wanted to look funky. When I was in nursing school, you had to look funky because music was changing. It was more disco back in the day. Dance the Hustle. Go to clubs at 11 o'clock at night. I was in nursing school, so during the week I never went out. But Friday, Saturday nights, I was out. And then you go to a diner, because Jersey has the most diners, literally, of any state in the union. I do miss a diner. Miss diner food. Oh my God, I miss diner food. Go out for breakfast at 2 in the morning. Sometimes I would come home pretty late. It really was bad one time, though. I came home and my father was eating breakfast to go to work. That was a little bit too late, 6:30 in the morning. Ooh, that's nice, Donna. You live in Albany? Snowing now? Yeah, it's snowing. Well, it snows off and on, Cheryl. So you're not far. You're in, zip tying this? Yeah, Laura Jean's group, I think. I haven't met her yet. She lives in Syracuse. I should. But I don't go to any conference and I'm not in her group anymore. Okay, Sue. I'm not in her group anymore. I'll get that down. Pull this off, hold it, and I'm going to move it over to where the post was. Move it to the back. Snug it up a little bit more. Get my pipe cleaner on. I'm glad at least 43. That's not too bad. 43, I see people with shorts on here. A little chilly for me, but you don't have to wear your heavy winter coat. Well, sometimes you do. If the weather's going to get bad again, depending on when you go out. So I'm going to tie this up, tighten it up. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to fluff it best I can. I do have a fluff box, but sometimes I use it. Come on. Okay. There, that loop goes there. That loop goes there. That loop goes there. Come on, loop. Stay. Stay where I want you, gosh darn it. One loop here. Two loops. Two loops. Two loops. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Well, we do not want our tails up there, that's for sure. This is going to be better to do once I get it on the wreath. One in the middle. Then I'll have more control. Two loops here. One in the middle. And we're going to put it, well, it is always helpful if you cut off the stems, Sue. And then we're going to tie them down. Oh, that's so sweet, Donna. That's wonderful. I don't even have any grandbabies, not one. But I was 32 when I had my first son, and 36 with my last. So we're going to put these. I'm just going to tack them on so you could see, because I'm going to put them through and staple them and all that happy good stuff in the back. Unless I keep it on this way, which I might. Oh God, I gotta fluff the bow again. This cow ribbon could have better, a little better metal. Oh, we gotta make our tails. We gotta make our tails go to life. Congrats, Donna. I'm very happy for you. That must be so exciting. I'll be thrilled when my daughter-in-law gets pregnant. I've said to my son, come on now, you're 31, you're 30. I mean, he just got married, for God's sakes, Sue. Chill out. And I said, time's clicking. In 20 years, I'm going to be 83 years old. Mom, you're not going to be that old. Yeah, I am going to be that old. Don't tell me. I know how old I am. I feel it some days. That's why I want to move to a warmer climate, because I'll tell you, these winters are brutal up here. All right. Get our tails going. Get them to life. You pull down. Sometimes I use two hands because my one hand isn't that great. And I don't like this ribbon from, that adds a little something to the bow. Alright, so what did I do? What did I do? Okay, I face planted it. There you go. There we go. Okay, that's going to have to be tighter. Okay, you get the idea. You get the idea. You get the idea. So I'll move the thing up. I'm done. I'll just put these to life. And I'll take a picture of it tomorrow or today. But I have Zoom meetings all afternoon and this evening, which I love. There we go. Now you can see my mess. I took over the living room. I do not have a craft room. I have a family room with a beautiful kitchen. I'm going to miss my kitchen. A 6-burner stainless steel gas stove. cooktop and a double oven. Oh, I'm going to miss my kitchen. That I will miss. But everything changes in life. I'm kind of excited. There we go. So, here we go. So here's my sign. Here's my farmhouse wreath. This is going to go up a little bit higher, folks. I'm going to put it higher in the middle. And this is what I wanted. Something kind of small. Something lightweight. Something that ships reasonably priced. You know, I'm not spending $87 to ship it. So I do like this. This is exactly what my mind's eye wanted. Now, I could add this to it, but I don't think I am. And I don't want the red to take away from it. This is very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very neutral. It's very not flashy, no bling, but that's what I wanted. Because not everybody's bling. I like bling. Not everybody's a bling girl. I'm from Jersey, can you tell? And I don't, if anything, I'll put a white one in over there or something. Ah, what I was thinking for the center is I collect mason jars. I love these old ones with the lids that go like that. I have glass little beads, little ornament things that I can put in the center. I'll glue them on. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I also have bells. I can put a bell. Ooh, I like the bell look. What do you think of the bell? Thank you, Nona. You think the glass or the bell? You can't even see it. See how I am? All right, let's see if I can hold them up. Let me move this so I don't throw them on the floor. I can put a bell in the middle here. No, you can't see it. Let's see if we can see it down here. Let me make room. I can put a bell. You can't see my freaking hand there. I can glue a bell. You can't really see it. Or I think I'm going to do that. A little bit of glass. It's a glass. There it is. It's a little glass, little mini ornament. The glass or the bell. Who knows? Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do a tripod. Who knows? Thank you, Connie. Oh, Connie, I didn't know you were there. And happy birthday to the little baby. That's right, Donna. So thank you. Thank you for hanging with me. I know it takes long, but I am who I am. I am who I am. I'm a yam. No. I am who I am. And I really appreciate all of you hanging with me and talking and kibitzing and everything else. And I love you guys, and thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And thank you for the kisses. So...